Howdy everyone. I'm back at it again. It's a beautiful day for some kayak fishing. So I'm out here today at a lake I've fished a few times this year already. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite lakes. There's lots of hungry bass to be caught out here. Every other time I've fished out here, it's been weeds up to the surface and scum pretty much everywhere out here. I don't know if all that scum just blew to the other side of the lake, but I was expecting to do some hollow body lure fishing out here today. And I do think I'm gonna stick with one of those lures either way. What I'm gonna go with here is a Lunkerhunt Skitter Lizard. It's a hollow body lizard lure, but surface weeds or not, I think it might be a good lure for just covering a little bit of open water with too. It's got that curly tail that might swim around a little bit, make a little commotion, and draw in some fish out here in the open water. So I'm gonna get him tied on. Let's see what kind of action he's got. And we'll see if we can catch a few fish out here today on that Skitter Lizard. Let's see how he swims. Oh yeah, that tail spins around a little bit. Uh-oh, he landed upside down there. He's got some decent action. Yeah, I've read mixed reviews on this lure. A lot of people said it comes apart where these two parts of the body meet there, so we'll see how it holds up out here today. Probably just fish them kind of like that. Pull them back a couple feet at a time. Give them a little pause. Oh, very first cast. I didn't get a good hook set on that fish because I was reaching for my paddle. Well, there are bass out here that are hungry for lizards. Well, I must have got lucky on that first cast because I haven't been bit since then. Might just take a bit of figuring these fish out today. I'm not sure if they're going to be up shallow or not. It's about 52 degrees when I got out here. It's supposed to warm up to like 77 today though, so a lot could change throughout the day. Oh, dang it. Swing and a miss. see what happened there. Line's all tangled around my hook. Wonder if that fish felt my hook or not. Felt him for a second there. I don't know if he just grabbed my tail or what. There we go. I got him that time. Come here, you. Get in the net. There we go. Finally got my hooks in one. Not a bad little fish to start the day off with. Oh yeah, he absolutely inhaled that lure. All right, missed him once. He came right back for that lizard though. Awesome. We are on the board. Oh, that's a better fish. A little bit better than that first one. Come here, you. Nice, look at that. Pretty bass. Came up and smashed that skitter lizard. Uh-oh. Looks like his tail is completely gone. Well, 2 fish in that lure is pretty much destroyed unless I find his tail floating over here somewhere, but I don't see it. I guess that's what a lot of those negative reviews were about. I'm gonna look around over here real quick. See if I can find the tail for that lure. He didn't fly into my kayak here, did he? If not, I do have the second one of those lizards up in my front hatch. I'll climb up there and grab it and tie on my other one. I was hoping he would last a little bit longer than that, but that's probably why Tackle Warehouse had him on clearance for like $5. All right, I've got my second skitter lizard tied on. Hopefully we can catch more than 2 fish with that one. I don't know. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it though. If I see it start separating there, where the 2 pieces of that lure body meet, I've got some super glue in my tackle box. I'll dig that out and do some necessary repairs if need be. Yeah, it seems like these fish are up relatively shallow today. I mean, I have been throwing my lure out deeper too. You just haven't seen any of that because I haven't had any action out there. Oh. Man, the hookup ratio with this lure is not great at all. I'm missing an arm already. I could probably harvest one off that other lure, since I'm guessing that's going to leak a whole bunch of water into it. We'll give that fish another look at him real quick first. I don't know if these fish are just hitting weird today or if the hookup ratio is just complete garbage with this lure. I've tried several other lures out here and I've never had a problem with them. Yeah, I'm gonna glue another arm on this guy. First repair to the second skitter lizard, I had to pull one of the arms off the other half of the lure that I had. Yeah, I don't know why I keep missing so many fish. I mean, he's got the two regular hollow body style hooks, and he's got a stinger hook on the back. So I mean, there's 3 hooks there to catch him with. I don't know, my hookup ratio is probably about, I don't know, 40% out here today. Got a couple fish in at least. We'll see if we can catch a couple more. So far, I can't say I'm all that impressed with this skitter lizard. I mean, now he's coming back upside down. He seems to do that quite a bit. I don't know. I thought for sure I'd get smashed over there. There we go. Finally got my hooks in one. Okay, you stay on. Get up here. Oh, look at that. Right as I get him in my net, he shook it. All right, we got one. I think I've missed more fish than I've caught today, but I've got a few in the net now. That's a nice chunky bass right there. Came up and hammered that lizard. That was awesome. All right, let's check my lure for damage. Oh yeah, it's starting to come apart right there. I'm definitely going to want to glue that back together. There we go. Get over here, you. Get in my net. Found one. Hanging out off the edge of these weeds here. Yeah, he inhaled that lizard. Get my lure back from that fish. Nice chunky bass. Let's get some good light on that guy. The last few fish have been off the weed edge. It seems like that's where they've moved to. Get my lizard back from you. Nice pretty bass. Yeah, we're catching a few out here today. does seem like they're hitting a little bit harder. Now I'm 3 out of my last 3 on getting my hooks in them, so that's good. Kind of a rough start this morning. I was missing more fish than I was hooking. Get my braid untangled. And we're back in business. I saw that one chasing it there. A little wake behind my lure. Oh yeah. Nice bass, chased it down. Right into my net. Oh, don't splash me with all this nasty green stuff. Jeez, look at that. Might be the biggest one of the day so far. Nice chunky bass. I just saw a little wake coming up behind that lizard lure, and about a second later, this guy smashed it. That was pretty cool. You stay out of those weeds. This is a nice one. Come back here, you. Get in my net. Nope, no, stay in there. Nice bass on the Skitter Lizard. All right, yeah, it definitely seems like my hookup ratio has gotten a lot better as it's warmed up out here today. I don't know if these fish were just hitting a little bit late this morning while it's still cold out or what, but I think 5 of the last 5 fish that hit that lure I got my hooks in, so that's good to see. Get all that junk off my line. Oh, don't you jump. Oh, that's a nice fish. No, don't you be doing that. Get in my net. Jeez. Well, that's a tank right there. Nice. Just hanging out right off that little edge of the weeds there. Threw my lizard over there and instantly that one went smash. Man, that's a really nice fish. I'm gonna throw that one on the measuring stick real quick. About 18 3/4. Biggest fish of the day so far. You don't say. Huh. There was a fish over there. Got him. Get out of those weeds. Get up here, you. Oh, there's a nice fish. just saw this guy chasing some bait over there. Threw my lizard over, missed him the first time, but he came back for it again. Nice looking fish. He's kind of got some black splotches on him. Catch you later. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for today's trip. It's been a fun morning out here in the kayak, though, and we caught a whole bunch of bass with that Lunkerhunt Skitter Lizard. Honestly, I can't really say I'd recommend that lure, though. I had a few issues with it. For one, it seems like about half the casts, that lure would come back upside down, and if you're fishing through any kind of surface junk like this, you're going to be pulling back scum every other cast when those hooks grab it. The other thing is, well, the hookup ratio wasn't great this morning. It really seemed to improve later in the day, so that might have just been the fish biting funny this morning when it was still like 52 degrees out here. But the big thing is the durability. That first one I tried, it only took 2 fish and I completely lost the back half of that lure. One strike later on the second one, I had to harvest one of the arms off that first one to fix up that second lure. And I had to dig out my super glue 3 or 4 times, and yeah, it's starting to come apart at the seam there again. So yeah, definitely not the most durable lure, but I like the concept of it. It's got good action. It caught some fish. Just if you go pick one of those up, make sure you have some super glue on board too. Yeah, it was a fun day out here. The weather was perfect. The fish were biting. I had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed the day in the kayak with me. Thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.